What's up, guys? Jumping into this super turbo right here. This was supposed to be a live stream, but I'm having some YouTube DU recorder issues. For those of you who do screen recording, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know why it's not linking up my accounts today, but I'll get it figured out and we'll be up tomorrow. I'm going to start off this super turbo here. We are on about a $50 downswing on $2 to $5 tournaments. Mostly $3 and $5 tournaments. That's what we play. You're not going to hear this from most players. It's all my fault. I've played horrible. A lot of it not even recorded and posted because that's how bad I played. This is a super turbo. We play this because it plays fast and we play it fun. We're going to get a little value bet going here. Club on the turn? 4 or 5 of clubs would be one. Or turn me 2 pair. If somebody has 4 or 5, we're going broke on this because that's a gutter ball from Malaysia. We're just going to bet super strong and probably take it down. And we're going to show them so they think that the rest of the tournament we're only betting good hands. Most of the losing problems this week, if I had to highlight it, I would only say a few hands were really like super coolers. I did flop a set of 6s on a 6, 7, 10, and the king 10 just snap shoved, and it ran out 10 then a king. I mean, that happens, and I mean, that's what I guess a lot of people on the Facebook groups I'm on are saying, oh, you know, what are you gonna, you know, online poker is rigged, and it's like, no, dude, like, there's X amount of cards in the deck. They are allowed to hit in any order they choose. I mean, lower sets have been banging my high pairs all week, sure, but, like, I'm also putting people all in with King Jack after I missed the flop, you know, in sit and goes and stuff, and just, like, purely gambling. Doing stupid shit, calling with middle pair, and then turning flush draws, and then putting them all in, as opposed to check calling like I should be. And this should be refreshing to you guys to be like hearing someone talk about how they're not playing well, because all you ever hear in poker is how well everyone's playing. When they're winning or they're losing, they're playing great. If they're losing, they're running bad and getting unlucky. This is something that Team Cash Cows talks about constantly with the, you know, variance and running good, running bad. You know what? Play poker enough. Play skillfully every time you play. Variance will not be an issue. Like, I would not be down. Yeah, see that good lay down with my 7s here. I didn't think anyone had an ace, but he probably does. You know, I mean, the whole $50 is all me making bad aggressive plays. Like, there's got to be better spots than what I've been doing. Like, right here has been a bad play I was making all week with Queen Jack. Just trying to gamble with people. See the flop, and if I flop a pair, being way over aggressive protecting it. I mean, playing absolute rookie poker, which sometimes on this site is a good thing, and you can accumulate a ridiculous amount of chips. Playing that rookie ABC, like playing big, you know, getting stacks in and stuff. I like to do that in these super turbos. Problem is, you do that for 3 or 4 super turbos in a row, and then you start playing your 550 deep stacks and your 550, you know, 15-minute levels. The same way, and you can't do that. I mean, I find myself, like, lately, like, calling off with ace-10 suited after, like, you know, the dude clicks for, like, what, 20 big blinds, 30 big blinds, 40 big blinds, and I'm like, okay, call. Because we're playing super deep stack, and I'm sitting here, well, if he's got this or that, I've still got my over, or I've got an under if he's pipping me, you know, whatever. It's a stupid way to look at poker, and in the long run, you will lose chunks of money. Now, granted, nothing really great's happened the last couple days online, you know, as far as, like, nothing's been going my way, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't be down $50. Just playing, like, if I was playing a little bit better, I would have scored, like, 3 min cashes by default because I was right there and clicked off my chips in stupid situations. So, like, look at this as a training session. Look at this as a tune-up, whatever you want to, like, you can always better yourself at poker. I talk a lot. I hope that works for this YouTube link. If you're watching this, this is Eric. He is grinding for Cash Cows. You got to be real with yourself at the poker table. If you sit there and just keep telling yourself, oh, you're great, you're great, you're great, bad luck, bad variance, you're great, you're great. I mean, like, that's what I deal with every day at the table. And it's like, maybe it's a good thing that I have a poker team where I can say, well, this is what I did, and this is why I think I played it like shit. And most of the time, my crew, if I think I played it like shit, is going to be like, yeah, that's pretty bad. But maybe there's some insight from them that I'm not getting elsewhere. You know, and that's what I enjoy about my boy Jones. He doesn't really play online anymore. I can't really get him to do much of this ignition shit. We may have a guy, Tim, debuting some cash games on here for us. Not a member of Team Cash Cows, but a good card player nonetheless, and a good guy. And, you know, he definitely lets it fly in the cash games and has some fun in that regard. So, let's pull up our field here, see how we're doing. 24 entrants, still 24 in. I find that amazing, because usually people are clicking it on here like, we play 10-20 the same way we play 250-500, because in 15 minutes the blinds will be 10 levels higher. So, and that's basically, you know, every 30 minutes we're going 10 levels. So at the hour and a half point, this tournament's basically over. A few nights ago, I think there was 19 of us left. The blinds hit me. It left me with a third of a big blind. We were playing like 25-50, and I had like 13K left as the blinds are just floating around. And I go from 19 players remaining to 6 remaining. You can check this on the Cash Cows website. It's like the final table. Just put the online final table grind for under Cash Cows. It'll bring it up. But like literally jumped 10 spots, just folding with a third of a big blind left, and got a pretty decent pay chump on it. I have no idea why I raised him there. But it worked out the ripper. Again, it's a super turbo. I've got to lean on people there. Yeah, somehow that crazy bastard actually believes I limped an ace, then checked it, and then just minned him and bet pot. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. But once I raised him on the turn, it was either bet him again or just let him win because I've got queen high. I'm thinking maybe he missed a straight draw. Maybe he had something that could beat an ace. I'm not sure. We're definitely... I know a lot of y'all won't like limping sixes here. Like, especially in this thing, like this, these sixes have no value to me without a third one out there on the flop. Nope. And that's how I'm playing a lot of these hands. Like, as the blinds get bigger, and this goes for all tournaments, as the blinds get bigger, I will make more min opens. I know that to a lot of you that sounds backwards, because you're like, well, aren't you, you know, trying to, like, you know, you're risking more chips later. But the way I'm looking at it, and I'm sorry that I'm getting a little jumbled with my thoughts here, back-to-back sixes. The way I'm looking at it is, okay, early in the blinds, like, we got 15K in this, it's 10-20. Even if this was a regular tournament where we had like 10 grand at 10-20, which we do a lot, I'm going to take this just to try to hit a 6. No go. This is like situations where, obviously, when we're playing early, I like to take a lot of the flops just lipping, because when we're playing 10-20 with 15K stacks, we make it at 60 or even 120 is pointless with these hands where I'm going to be vulnerable to bluffing and c-betting from these other players into me with like sixes when the board comes out, like we just seen, 3 diamonds, blah, 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 or king jack high. So it's like with me, oof, interesting spot here. It's a turbo. I'm going to try to flop 3 clubs. That's literally the only reason I'm calling. If it gets re-raised, obviously I'm not, but it's like a min, and I'm going to try to flop clubs. God bless it. What a good limp by that guy, if that's really a real deal. So, anyway, my point further on with that, though, is as the blinds get bigger, obviously everyone tightens up. Everybody's getting closer to the money. That's what you could take. I know for those of you watching who play serious poker on a regular basis, you're thinking, yeah, this is pretty, you know, simple shit, and we all know, and why are you wasting your time telling us? But keep in mind, not everybody that watches this channel, being that we do produce a lot of low limit or lower than professional limit activity. Like, I'm playing for Cash Cows Poker, but I still have my summer dealing job at the World Series. I still farm with my old man, do a little bit of everything, you know, it's weird being married now, so I'm trying to make like more money than I have in the past, so everything's a little bit different. But yeah, with these situations, want to be raising or like, you know, playing a lot of hands early, but for limps when the blinds are small and it doesn't affect your stack and you're just trying to like bang, you know, like clubs right there, for example. You know, you're just trying to bang out certain hands like that, so you're taking, you know, small pots. But then when we get up to 2 and 400, 255, then my, you know, if I have chips by then, my open will be like 1100, you know, it'll be like 850 at 2 and 4, and it'll be with a, you know, a 9-10 suited in position, 8-9 suited, a queen 8 offsuit if it's in position and the table's tight. I mean, we all have different charts we go off of on tournament poker. I'm sure we've all looked at Elke's charts and all these different charts, and then we've put our own spin on them based on our playing style. A lot of people have asked me, oh, you know, if you're going to start getting into poker, like, you know, what I said, first decide how you're going to get into poker. Like, are you going to try to start playing cash games because that's expensive, but you'll learn lessons quicker? Or are you going to play tournaments where you can find, you know, it's obviously, I'm saying expensive in the sense of if you go to your local casino, excuse me one second, guys. If you go to your local casino, the blinds are going to be 1-2. Your min buy is going to be 50, which is nothing. The standard buy is 200 to 300. Some casinos deeper, some a little more shallow, you know. I've seen casinos where 50, you know, everybody just buys them for 50 and plays tight. But, you know, the bottom line is you can go and play the $50 tournament that day. They're going to have a $30 tournament at some, you know, Harris casinos. I'm here in the Midwest, like a standard tournament is between 30 and 85 bucks. Depending on how many chips and how long you want your experience to last, you know, pretty much. I recommend if you're just trying to learn to play poker and get your feet wet, home games. Like, not like, you know, I mean, pick a good home game with somebody like my house game. Like, obviously, we don't take a rake. You've seen Cash Cows Poker. That's our house game. Like, we don't take a rake. We're just there to have a good time. If they tip me, great. Awesome. If not, I'm playing the game and having a good time. That's all amongst friends. I recommend getting into poker that way. It'll be a more enjoyable experience while you're having the losses, and it'll probably be an easier learning path. Having said that, you know, my real recommendation to most people is don't get into this. Like, you know, if you're somebody who sits there and, like, you enjoy daily fantasy sports and betting on, you know, the daily stuff like that, like I do as well, like, stick to that. If you have fun with it and it's costing you a couple bucks a week. Not to say poker hasn't made me lots of money, lots of fun. I'm definitely, like, a lifetime more than winning player. Poker has literally taken me all around the... Wow, was my full house actually buried here? That's incredible. That sucks. I'm glad I didn't play now. I was bummed at the time. So yeah, I've been to Ireland, I've been to Europe to deal poker, both places. I'd play a little bit while I'm there, but as jobs to deal. So you really have to, you know, but you have to be on top of that as well to be able to go and do that. So, gonna keep folding these suited cards around, see if we can't get something going here pretty soon. We would have just turned a full house with 9s full of 4s on a 9-9-4 jack board and been up against Queen 9 and Jacks full. And Jacks full obviously holds up because I'm dead against with the Queen 9 out there already. Anyway, that's impressive. I'm glad I didn't play it now. I mean, I would never play it, but like, had I played it, it would have been bad. I'm not able to live stream, so this is like a recording right now that I'm doing because for some reason my account won't my Cash Cows YouTube won't register with my DU recorder today. I don't know why, and I tried to troubleshoot it for an hour and couldn't get it done, so I'll work on that tomorrow. Anywho. Red Fox Winery, if you guys are watching this, and you would enjoy to try some Midwest wine, order from Red Fox. You can get it online at Red Fox Winery. I think that's their website. Just Red Fox Winery, maybe KC? No. Just Red Fox Winery? Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, it's fantastic wine. They've got fruity and sweet. They've got dry, semi-dry, red. They've got it all for you. So check them out. That's a free promo because the place is the shit. One of the best places ever. Really peaceful place to go to as well. I might have to go there in the morning to pick up our wedding cases of wine. Alright, here's an example of a hand that I'm probably going to overplay. I'm going to limp it this time. I never do this with ace-king. I always open. Sometimes I just open jam, but I think that somebody's going to raise this time, and we're going to take a 30K coin flip. Oh, we got the shove for us that we ever so desperately wanted. Oh, let me just shove over the top and ISO that for you, friend. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, and that's ball game. Shut him down. Up to 20, and that's how you do that with ace-king. A lot of the times there I will open huge, which also would have worked right there because that dude's got 5K. He's pissed off that his queen-9 was beat by jacks full, I'm sure. He doesn't even realize that I was over here with 9s full of 4s that I would have beat him as well. But I digress. But a lot of the times I'll just open, in these super turbos, I'll just open rip there, but I just wanted to make sure I got the action, so I wanted him to do it for me. We're going to flat with this king-jack here. We're going to hit nothing, and instead of playing stupid like we've been doing the last few days, we're going to check and then not call. Well, actually, this is a spot where if I don't like their bet, I can check raise, but I can't just lead out stupidly. Nope, not with a bet and a call, we're dud. Hit another call, definitely dud. And we're turning gut shots. Feeling good about that. That guy's mad that I limped with ace-king, I bet. But a guy did that to me earlier today, and I shipped it with ace-queen into him, and then I won the pot accidentally. So, there you go. Can you bring me my Kansas City plate in here with some of that? Alright, let's see a flop. Alright, that was a mistake. Alright, let's check our entries again. 48, and it's still claiming 47. That can't be true. I at least got one. Pretty much your goal with this thing is to make it to the end of late registration. Because if you make it to the end of late registration, you're pretty much in. Now, the interesting thing about this, I've never played this where they stayed balanced out and no one went broke and just kept folding and grinding the whole tournament. Usually, like, everybody chips up early and guys get short quick in this. So they usually get short real quick. I think this would make for a really interesting field if they went ahead and all grinded it out and everybody was like short stack by the time we reached, like, 500 to 1,000 and the 1600 mark between those three levels. If everyone goes short, because usually the ones who are chip leaders at that point have 3 more levels after that before we get short, which I know is only 9 minutes, but in this tournament 9 minutes is a long time. So I would love to see this tournament if the entire field grinds out solid like that and we only lose, like, a handful of players in this first hour. But as these blinds go up, I know that won't be the nature of this thing. So we'll just see what we can do. That'll do it. Barely. Barely. What have we been playing this thing for? Let me check the timer here. We've been playing for 19 minutes. And some change, of course. So almost 20 minutes. The blinds are already 1 and 200. I still have 100 big blinds. The starting stack is now already down to 75 big blinds. Keep in mind, we started with literally, We started at 1020, so we started with 750 big blinds. Is what everyone started with. I'm still at 100. Most people are at 75, but that's how quick that we rip through these turbos. Yeah, I would have had the straight, but had it chopped away from me on the river. Good thing I didn't play it. Yeah, we had kings versus sevens a few times today where the dude just banged a 7. And I guess that's what other players are calling, you know, unlucky and variance and such. But it's like, dude, I got it in bad at least twice where I survived. I got it in with 9-10 suited versus aces and turned the aces dead. So, like, you know, with a straight. So it's like, how can I really complain about that? You know, I mean, that's part of the game. People with short chips are getting it in with 7s. I'm getting it in with 7s when I have short chips, and I hope I can hit one if I'm up against kings. So you know, it's got to go both ways. Y'all need to remember that when you're out at the tables, or when you're at the online tables and you have a keyboard, because a lot of y'all are more brave at the online tables with your keyboard. I like this site because you can't talk at all. You can just give emojis, so we all just like give emojis to each other, and we kind of just, we know what it means. So you can come up here on the chat and you can do this. I can give one of these, or I can say one of these 9 phrases. So that's kind of, I think, interesting about this site, because it's like, what's your emoji? You know what the guy means when he's laughing or angry, or you know what the situation is. So I can dig it. See, we're at 125 and 250 already. I'm hoping to get these blinds around to me before it jumps to 3. And again, I'm in no panic mode. The average is 17K, and I've got, what do I got? Well, 2,500 would be 100 big blinds. So I guess I got 80 big blinds, a little less, 78, 79. But it's going to catch up. So while we're being patient, we're also being very ready to go for the gut, and the, double up, hit the big hand is obviously always a goal. But more so in these, we're always ready. Like, if it's ever a close one of do I call or do I jam it, we jam. If it's ever a close one of do I fold or do I call, in these we tend to call unless it's a huge chip up situation, or I'm sorry, a huge money pay up situation for us to fold and just get out of the way. I mean, usually in these things, 6th is where you start getting anything legit for a $3 buy-in. I think you get like 22. Like, last time I hit 6th, I got like 20-something. First is usually like 100-ish to, 100, between 85 and 125, just depending on players. And they run a lot of these a day, and they all get different, take. But, see, like, this is a hand I like, but this is not a hand I want to go off the deep end with, so we're in a limpy dimpy. Yeah, I call it limpy dimpy. Y'all can mock me at home if you want. You sit here and play online poker, you gotta say funny ass dumb shit, because you're just sitting here clicking buttons playing online poker, and that's not horribly exciting. This is why we limped it instead of getting violent with them. This is another thing I haven't been doing all week, is limping these hands, and then if I don't hit anything, just letting them have it. Like, sure, there's certain spots where, like, you're in the blinds, let's say, and you have no intention to play in a hand, and you flop nothing. But the board is so blind-friendly that a check raise works. We've all been there. Like, I don't know how frequently you guys use that maneuver of just the appearance of, oh, I've limped with bad cards have come out, I'm now going to check raise you when I think that you just have ace-x high. And that, if I decide to make that play, it's working somewhere between 7 and 9 out of 10 times. Somewhere in there. Like, I say on a really bad week, it's working 4 out of 10 times, and on a really good week, it literally works every time. Because, again, these guys are limping with weak aces, but if you're fortunate enough that they don't flop one of the top 2 pairs or some piece of it, the check raise is going to work on a lot of these guys. Most of them, even if they'll float the first time with ace-queen, it does take a second barrel occasionally, sure, but that's poker. You gotta be aggressive, and you gotta keep the aggression factor up. That's what we do. Like, this week has honestly been the aggression factor that's buried me, and when other weeks it's been I've been too tight. And poker constantly evolves, so maybe every day, that I'm playing against these guys, it's not even if they evolve and improve, it's just, they're gonna be different guys with different skills in every tournament, so that's where the variance in those numbers comes from, is, wow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear? Oh, dear. Queens were in the worst of shape. Ace Jack had a beautiful drawing hand on the turn, a wheel draw, and he flopped top pair in the nut flush draw, and then turned a wheel draw. I mean, what a flop for that man. First off, again, like 16. Okay, we have. See, that's what I'm saying now here, guys. We've already lost. We've lost like 15 now, right? What was that? We've already lost 1/6 of the field. Yeah, you ain't calling 8K neither, Mr. 600 Charlie. You were trying to rob our blinds, and now whoa, you did. No, they got the same hand. All right, gentlemen, put them away. This measuring competition's over. It's an old farmer joke from an old card game I used to play in. Every time it was a chop pot, they'd say, "All right, gentlemen, put your dicks away. This measuring contest is over." And I would always inform them that I hope no one had actually had theirs out, you know, for safety purposes. 4-deuce offsuit, probably not calling a raise in any tournament there. Or cash game. I don't really play online cash games for how simple it is for people to be playing in the same room. I do like how Ignition forces upon you, like when you play a cash table, at least from your cell phone, you have to like randomly, it seats you randomly, and you, again, like you don't have the chat on and stuff. I don't know if that works that way from a computer. You guys would have to tell me. But, oh, that wasn't a very good, whatever. You guys would have to tell me if that's how that works. But like, it is nice that they can't just go choose to sit with one another. Now you have to at least try to get there randomly, and you'd have to be like checking your friend's table and stuff. But the point is, like, it's too easy to hustle and sit together and be, you know, with your buddies just hanging out and chilling and trying to scam on people. So tournament's a little bit better for that. Alright, I got 2 overs and a flush draw and a straight draw. Ugh. I'm not even going to call. It's not worth the money. I think it's going to get ugly, too. I think so, yeah. Somebody flopped something way bigger than I have. Now it's a double gut shot with 2 overs and a flush draw. He's going to bet pot again. No, half pot. Now I think he really has it. Oh, dear. He's going to bet 11,000 now. He's going to say, what, no? Oh, good lord. Why would the ace check there? The ace needs to raise him on the turn. I think they may have both flopped it, but I'm not sure. Either that or the one dude. I told you it was going to get bad. Like, pat myself on the back there. That's a pretty decent hand, unless I just think someone flopped a flush already. It's not like I'm counting on hitting my diamond, but the 2 overs with the straight draws, not a horrible spot. No, we're not going to get down with the Jack-6 here. No one's calling you, dude. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying, is you get chips so quick on this thing. Look, old boy just had nothing, now he's got like 46. He just had his starting stack a minute ago. That's how this thing goes. I've chipped up really fast and then went from like 15,000 to 100,000 in the span of like 6 minutes. No problem at all, even with the blind levels not that high, because people ain't folding. Like desperation, as soon as we hit about 3 more blind levels, we're 30 minutes in. Desperation starts setting in around the 45-minute mark. So we're almost there. Sorry about that, guys. Let me unplug for just a second. That's an interesting board. Alright, we're already bumped up to 255. Y'all see what I'm talking about now. Now I've got, what, 30... 36 big blinds. Yeah, I've got 36.5 big blinds now. And I am actually chipped up 3K, which is just below the average. So everybody's in the whole tournament that started with 750 bigs now has 30 and some change. If you got a starting stack, you got 30. I mean, it's going. See, old boy just came in right there, 30. That's all you're going to get, 30. I wish I had my queen 10 back for 30. You dig? For 30. Alright, that's a horrible turn. Never mind, I'm glad queen 10 was mucked by the wayside. I don't think I had a heart. I definitely didn't have a heart. Yeah, we'll let that go. I don't think we have much of an option. Alright. We are over the 30-minute mark now. Like I said, it is an absolute struggle to make it through. Like, if you make it through the break, you're pretty much, you're either almost cashing or you are. I mean, we're practically in the money. I guess you're almost cashing because we're practically in the money if you're not in the money through the break. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's flying. That's why I wanted to make this a live stream, and I want to do this every night. The nightly Super Turbo live stream. And hopefully more and more of y'all tune in. And I'll start playing more and more live streams. Right now I'm just doing the recording, and y'all watch at your own leisure. And it's just really, you know, an entertaining, fun thing I'm doing, like, just for everybody to have a good time with poker. Poker's cool. Poker's done plenty for me. So, let's get back a little bit to poker. And I gotta remember that, because I do forget that sometimes. Poker's done plenty for me. For sure. Well, we lost another one. And another one bites the dust. Ow, ow. And we're up to 600 now. Usually on this thing I would time off a lot. But I just honestly would rather not make you guys wait an extra 15 seconds because of me. And I'd rather not make myself wait the extra because that makes online poker even more boring when you're on your phone and you can't play multi-table. I think they need a swiping feature where you can play multi-table by swiping through the different stuff. I think that would be... Oh, sorry about that, guys. I guess I should lock that so it doesn't do that to you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. It's locked. Swiping feature would be great. Where I like check this table and then boom, hit left or right. I'm not saying it could be extravagant, but like let me do 4. I mean, 4 would be a lot of work if you had to swipe and you couldn't see the whole screen and everything. I know, I get that, I'm with you. But let me do 3 or 4. It's at my own discretion, so if I fuck up, it's not like it's the site's fault. I'm agreeing to do it by buying into the 3 or 4 at once, but just don't limit me to 1 because I'm better than this. Ouch. He banged the drum softly there. The drum didn't like it. That's a trash bucket of a hand. On to the next one. If you guys watched the Sekiro live stream I did today, I am horrible. I was atrocious. I'm bad at that game. I'm going to keep playing because it's a lot of fun, but I feel like it's a game I can only play like an hour to 2 hours at a time because it's so frustrating. Like, you just go up and they just beat your ass every time, bro. Maybe I'll get good at it, but it ain't easy. Now, this is a spot I like right here with this 6-5, and I think it's looking like they're actually going to let me see it. I'm not sure. Yep, they're going to let me see it, and we will see it. Oof, I like it. Guys, am I willing to go broke with just a flush draw here? Probably. And the reason why is it's a turbo. And I hit the spade. And I checked it. Oh, I'm probably shoving into a nut flush. Oh boy, I am. No. No, I'm going to go ahead and drag it. He called. He snapped like that. So see what I'm saying, guys? Like, you immediately just drag chips. Like, that made me nervous as shit. Because they were calling and snapping behind. But look at the spot he's in. What's he supposed to do with king, queen? It's top pair. I don't think he had to bet the turn. I think he's supposed to check through and try to get out of the hand. But, yeah, so that's what he's supposed to do is, like, check there. But he's still got value with the queen of spades. Like, I'm by no means out of the water there yet. Like, he's still got a ton of spades, and we're not completely sure where the short stack guy didn't jam something crazy in there as well. But this is huge for us, and the reason why is because you now have enough chips to sit there and wait. Like, we have over 50 big blinds now. We're going to have 44 big blinds, and I always make the 501K mark where your starting stack is 15 big blinds. That's like a big call point in a tournament for me, like, where you at, what's your status. You know, if your big blind number is huge at that point, you're on pace, and you just need to, be steady and be tight. If your number's real low, and especially in a turbo like this, obviously you got a lot of work to do, and how much work defines by that number. I mean, in my opinion, I'd love to have one of my fellow cash cows here talking through, this strategy, because obviously we're not talking about these individual hands in a super turbo as much as we're just talking about poker and poker strategy. Speaking of which, got booted off of Reddit this week. If you guys follow Cash Cows, you know that I post on Reddit once a week. I post on my own, like my own column in poker, just, to show my home game. I don't try to sell anything, market. I built a 10K poker room, and I film it, and I was just wanting to show other poker players my game. And if those of you who are watching this or have seen the channel, and obviously you're on this, you know what I'm talking about with the live feed games. If you go scroll down the page, if you're only seeing the online poker, we have like our own game in our basement that's like streamed like a WSOP final table. Not streamed, recorded and posted. We don't have internet in the sticks. But yeah, like, the dude banned me. Like, whoever is the moderator for Reddit Poker banned me. Won't give me a reason why. And I told him the same thing I just told you guys. I said, so I build like a 10K poker room, and I'm literally trying to just share the videos with people. Like, I get nothing out of it. I'm not a YouTuber pro or whatever you guys want to call it. Like, I'm just sharing videos because this shit's enjoyable for me. Like, I'm playing poker. I feel like I'm chatting with you guys, even though it's not live time. Sometimes it is when I'm live. But I mean, like, you guys are watching the videos. You're hearing what I'm saying later, even if you're watching this 3 weeks from now or a month from now. You're hearing what I'm saying. You're having an opinion back, whether it agrees, disagrees on each of these, things that I have to say. I know this is weird, guys. I know you don't probably like it, but, well, I'm just going to get out of the way because ace-9 isn't strong, and I don't want to call it all off with it. And I would if I raised, and the 10 stack called. Or in the 10K stack did it. Yeah, see, like, he does that right there, and I'm just going to call. And I'm sure he had me. I just had an epiphany there in my head that it was just going to be ugly, and I didn't want none. There's nothing wrong with folding, guys. There's never a problem with folds. I think we're going to end up paying about 18 players in this deal. Wow. That's a weird... You had 13 big blinds, and you opened for 5.8 of them. You leave yourself, well, I guess 14. You leave yourself with 8.7 behind. That's 13, 14 and a half. That's weird. I mean, obviously, you're never ever folding, but like your 5,800 isn't inducing calls either. You just as well have shoved and got all your action if you wanted it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because it wasn't for value. Like, you could have opened for 2,500 if your hand really merited value, or 3K. Like, 58 is crazy. Am I right or wrong here, guys? Like, tell me if I'm wrong by all means, but like, 58's just stupid. Like, now, you know, over the years, I've seen a lot of people do that in tournaments with like 15 big blind stacks and 20 big blind stacks, and like wager amounts of their stacks that like they physically should never get away from, and then like if they don't like the flop, then they'll end up folding. And it's like, dude, you just folded off like 40% of your remaining chips. And I understand, you know, tight is right and nitty nitty, like, you know, I'm the same way in tournaments to a degree, but like, come on. Wow. Turn it and river outs much. Jesus Lord, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just going to avoid this. This is that level of the tournament where if I've got chips at this point and I don't have monster hands, I'm just trying to avoid it altogether. Because, yeah, see, everyone's clicking. I ain't calling 20 right here with ace-10 off. I've been doing that all week, and that's, if you haven't heard me earlier, that's why we down 50. Like, I cannot call 20K off. That's stupid. And that's another reason why I turned the sound back on, because I was there like final and tables, hitting final tables every day with the sound off and not chatting with you guys and just playing the game. And then like I started playing too loose, and like now I'm going to go back to chatting with you guys and talking about the hand while I'm playing it to try to incite myself to not be a dumb son of a bitch. Wow, kings, ace-9, and 4-8. Well, would have flopped by Ted. There you go. Yeah, that's an all-in I probably have to call. I don't have to do it if he shoves over the top. Shove over the top, please. I'm not going to do it now. Yep. Dead. But as you guys have noticed, we were sitting here with like 44K. We've had another 10 people enter and bust the tournament. So if we go check here, and this thing doesn't stay caught up, actually more than that, more like 20 people enter and bust the tournament. Ooh. Oh! It's not nice. I've been seeing sevens a lot do that this week. I actually shoved on sevens with 6-8 in the blinds. And we both flopped nothing, so I'm like, I'm fucked. I turned it 8, and I'm like, yes. No. Boom. 7 on the river. I'm like, come on now. That was like 3 tournaments ago. But like, I can't say I got unlucky because, first of all, I got super lucky on the turn. And second of all, what am I doing with 6-8 offsuit like a fool? Is this up to... Yeah, it's up to 18 now. We at 18. See, like, even with our stack, we're back to, you know, we're here in a few minutes, we'll just have 20 bigs. Which is fine. I mean, we're grinding, we're working hard. I mean, I just don't want anyone to think we're out of the woods yet, because we ain't. Alright, so I get rid of another one, good. The more we can get rid of, the better. See, like this point right now, your starting stack is short. So anyone that still comes into this tournament right now is already short stack. Less than 10 bigs. That's what you love to hear. I think I'll let my ace go. The nice thing in this tournament is if you get them to hold up, when you pick up a hand, you get action. Which I'll try to hopefully show you here shortly. Like later on. See, like the average is 23K. That's why I'm saying you guys got to keep an eye on it, because you can't just, it gets to a point in this tournament where you're not really looking at how many big blinds you have, you're looking at the average. Because you got to remember, yes, you're playing like a 6 big blind stack, but so is everyone else. Or a 2 big blind stack. Like sometimes, like the difference of 1 big blind in this thing is asinine. Oh boy. Oh. Nope. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Delicious cooking from my wife there. Oof. Fantastic. I was gonna say, what's he? I mean, you know he's shoving this hand. If it folds around, he's gonna shove into me like an asshole. Yep. I got 20 bigs. But if it's his shove, I'm calling it. I'm cool with it. I'm happy to gamble for those amounts. He didn't charge me. What a nice guy. What's he doing, man? That's horrible. Like, I thought he actually had a king there, but I can't fold because it's 2K into that pot and it's quite a bit in there. But one little bet like that, and it gives me a 10K pot almost. This is another thing we need to talk about, is once the blinds are up to 1 and 2K and higher. Actually, I'll even go 500 to 1,000 and higher. Even if you have 50K in this thing, which I do, this is not a spot I want. If I'm suited here, maybe, but that 1K is important at this point. I know that sounds silly, but it's like, then I flop a pair like this, and I've got myself in a spot where if somebody min bets, I'm going to want to try to call and peel a 6 or a 10, which might even be a bad thing. I'm definitely not calling that. They're probably getting it in here because that's how they get down. Do it. Oh, he just flats? Oh, see? And then I'd somehow hit it, and they're still going to get it in here. 96 entrance means we're playing 18. He bricked it. Oh, my 2 pair would have held. But you still can't, like, go into it counting on that, because that's ridiculous. This thing, I think, usually pays 27. 19 or 27, I can't remember. You got 11 minutes till break, and I actually have over 20 big blinds, guys. We're feeling good. See, like, old boy just came in with way less chips. This is where I'll kind of make you guys start waiting. I'm going to go into take mode a little bit more, because we're starting to... I know it says 60 players, but trust me, we're leveling out the field. Wow. Jack for fun. Oh, that's ridiculous. up, guys? I know I'm not playing this one, so we're going to do a little refresher. I just want to see what the actual field looks like, and on this one, it's hard for it to keep up on the phone. Well, I know we're not doing that. 57. Okay, that sounds more like it. I'm sorry, guys. This is where I got to start making you wait. Blinds are getting large. Shove. Please shove. Oh, please shove. Get rid of another one of these little... Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Well, he's still held up then. Good. See, like, this is a spot where I'd love to call, but let's evaluate. If I call and lose, it puts me back into right at the chip average, and we're still got 60 players. I can't do it right now. If he's a little shorter, like maybe 8,000, probably. Yeah, probably at 8,000. We're going to find out. Ah, tens. Yeah, I got lucky. I think I would call there if I knew that was the situation, obviously. It was more of, I thought it was an ace X, and it can possibly be ace king or ace queen situation. I thought I was more dominated than coin flippy. I have no problem with flips, but I don't want to take a 60-40 on purpose, or especially not a 70-30. I mean, rarely do you take those on purpose. I need to find the right chip odds to be intentionally, wishing those upon me, so... Still just paying 18, huh? So, 7 more minutes, so I'm getting hit with the blinds like one time before break. So I'm going to go into break with about 40, let's just call it. I like 40 sounds about right. The average is going to be about 32, I think. Yeah, we're down to 56 already, that's nice. They're calling us at 57, so it's pretty accurate. Oh yeah, that's good. Plenty good. What are you waiting for with your big ace? Here we go. Oh wow, we're just going to give him a walk? Alright, that's interesting. Bold strategy, but we'll see if it works. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stat fold that right there. I want to try to get this through so I can get through that blind. Yeah, here we go. Can I get 2 callers? Oh, that poor bastard. That fucking hurts, doesn't it? Yeah, I know, dude. Shit. I know you guys probably don't like that fold, but look, this dude's opening. He should have me beat, and I really don't want to go against King Queen on the good side of that flip either, because I have really no outs if they flop with their King or Queen. I have an overcard. I know that's a nitty way to think about it. I just don't see that as being a good spot. I feel like it's more likely that I'm outkicked. Yeah, I really do. And again, we're down to 50 players. Let's go up and check our 120 is still 18. Damn. But we got through the break, and I'm sure a few brave souls will try it. Got 10 big blinds myself now. Yeah, I just don't see myself like, yeah, there you go, 65k stack. Teach that motherfucker a lesson. He wanted to take that fight. Let's see if he gets it. Looking good so far. Yep, he held. Well done, sir. Such a huge win for Ace Deuce right there, too. It's different being the shover. Like, of course I'm doing it in his spot. I'm going to put the dude all in. Like, nah, I mean, I'm definitely going to put him all in. It's just, I'm not calling off because I think there's a chance that he has better than that. A good chance it should be. And if he doesn't, good for him. Like, even if he's got 2 random middle cards, it's a fair... Oh, well, that's not a fair fight anymore, maybe. Oh, they hit the 8 instead, and I would have sucked out on both of them. Damn. I'm going to go for it this time. If he calls, I'm in bad shape. There we go. Alright, well, I think we're going to go into break with about 40 left. We're going to come back probably still at 50, but paying about 27. That's what I would imagine. Let's have another rundown at that. No, they're still saying 120. We'll see this hand before I go and refresh for you guys. Yep. Yep. Oh no. Oof. Ugly. Alright, well, that's how that worked. Huh. Somebody just hit a grand slam in baseball. Bellinger for the... That's Dodgers, right? Yeah, Dodgers. That's what I thought. I don't watch baseball much anymore, but that's still cool. 126. Still only paying 18. Are you messing with me right now? To me, that's ridiculous. We gotta at least pay 27 on this mess, or I'm not gonna cash. I'm in 16th right now. We still got 47 to go. Alright, we're gonna pause this so you guys don't have to see the break. Excuse me. Damn it. Get over here where I can deal with you. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back in a little early so I don't forget, because I definitely forgot to hit the record button when I try to take out the breaks before. And I always, try to improve upon myself in the future when I'm doing these media things. So let's try to improve upon that. So you're back, we're back. We're going to talk some more poker here. We're going to try to cash this Super Turbo. And that's what we do, is we try to cash and we talk poker. If this was a video game stream, we'd try to beat the game and not die and talk video games. And maybe still a little bit of poker. That's how we get out. 14 seconds and T-minus 10, 9, 8. I'm not going to do a full countdown because I'm not that lame. But let's kick it off, guys. We need like a double up. I feel like with a full double up, we're pretty set. This is not the hand I'm looking for. See the Star Wars reference there? That was dope, right? Alright, let's get through this. Try to get this blind around me here. He knows what to do. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to get another. Yeah, I'm going to let that go. That's what I like to see. And then call. Running on 102. Hour and 2 minutes. These dudes are just tanking. Call. Now call as well. Oh wow, you fold after you just entered the damn thing. And yeah, you're dead. Yeah, that's how that works. See, dude just entered the tournament, got almost more chips than me now. Living life, living right. And this is not a spot where I want to call off, and I won't be. Either way, I wasn't. You can't in these. I mean, unless you're just pure gambling and you're trying to go for a ridiculous stack and win the thing. Like I think I can win the thing another hand. Doesn't have to be with this. To be honest, I don't think. Yeah, I was actually dominated. Oof, but I flopped out. And I hit it. Fuck me. Yeah. Well, let's get those guys out of here. If it folds around, I shove. I kind of doubt it does. Yeah, it didn't. I'd like to, but he's doing that under the gun. It's probably, again, it's these same situations. I just fold, whatever. Take it, dude. You're the champ. Get up to 30,000 and almost have more than me because you're braver than me at this moment. It's a spot where he should have me crushed. Even though it's a super turbo and even though he's only got 4 bigs. Because I'm still a double up away from doing a ridiculous amount of damage. That's the thing. That's the key in these, is keeping yourself, if you're not doing that well, keeping yourself a double up away from wrecking people. And that's definitely the idea here, is we want to double up and wreck people. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. No 9. Good. That's awesome. Bury a guy with 70+ thousand that was obviously in front of me in this thing. Thank you, Poker Jesuses. I gotta do it now. I don't like it. Ace? Fuck yes. Luck. Luck. So much luck if you're watching this, like, but it's a super... What would you like me to do there? Like, I have to shove with my ace, do I not? I feel like I'm supposed to. Now we have 10 big blinds again. Like, I mean, I feel... As a poker player who tries to play skillfully, I hate that part of tournaments. I shouldn't say I hate it. It's just not as tasteful, like, when you're in these types of tournaments where your goal is to almost get lucky. It's like, well, you have to, and then you hope you get lucky. And I understand that's all tournaments, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also a serious cash player, offline, like, live cash player, and I want to win skillfully. Like, I want to trap a person and have them give me their chips willingly. You know, and I don't want to do it sucking out on... I mean, I'm happy to make money in any situation and win chips in any situation, obviously, like any poker player, but I prefer, I'm sure like most poker players, to do it skillfully. And I should have tanked longer there, but I'm chatting and chilling. So, where are we at here? We're running 133. We're only paying 18 on this thing. That's so crazy. That's so many outs. How do you not hit any of them, sir? I mean, I apologize for asking, but I mean, come on. See, I'm not going to fall victim again, though, to this bad hand, because now I have enough chips to still get away from it. I'm just going to go ahead and fold. Come on, Big Stack, have like kings and just do it for all of us. Do it for the city. Oh, you bitches. He doubles up without having to get called. You guys understand that, right? What do you guys think here? Going for it? Bomb it? I think it's a good spot. I mean, it's a spot where you're always nervous, of course, as far as you don't want to lose the tournament. You want to do well and win, but this guy wants to run it, I guess. Like, so be it. You fold and let me have it. I'll show, so you guys will maybe fold next time. That'd be awesome. Oh, we got a little shove action there. That's what we like to see as the seers. Little shove action, faux show. Calls. Not a great call. We'll see how it works for him. He's got an 8 or a 10. Nope. Fuck, man, come on. That's ridiculous. Sucks. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm flustered about that. That's an easy take right there if he doesn't river a 4 or 7 with 8 high for 17K. Puts me at 91 or 92. So yeah, of course I'd like to obviously have that. We're up to 4 and 8K now. Got some work to do. We're in 9th of 28. That's okay as far as placing goes, but yeah, make that 27. Please go all in again, sir. Please. Are we really going to play this game, sir? Everybody tanking now. Show them the 4. I feel like I fold. I have a rule about not playing with 4s in my hand. This guy is really something. Alright, I'll do it too. I actually have a time bank though, sir. I could actually sit here for 90 seconds if I want to, and I probably will later if he gets close to the money. And I need it. I'm back. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's just not gonna work ever. Unfortunately. There we go. 5 and 10K blinds, even better. So now I have 7 big blinds. That's right on the average. Alright, sorry guys, I've been kind of silent here for a second, just kind of watching the action. Blinds are getting steep. Yes, I do this on a regular basis as far as going deep in tournaments, accumulating, 50K to 100K chip stacks, which is usually just the start of a major tournament on here, but for a lot of these smaller ones, that's a winnable or final table at least stack. Definitely not satisfied, definitely want more. I'm going to be trying to play the next Bodog, Black Diamond, whatever they call their series opens that come around. Oh boy, 7? 5. 5 or 7. Okay, that sucks. But at least it hurts you too, so that's good. 6 and 12,000, that'll sting. I know what you guys are thinking here, that with only 5.5 bigs I need to get it in, but the thing is I don't. My chip stack is still solid. Even if you take away one round of blinds, I'm still going to have 45K. That's still enough to shove and, be, reasonably respected. People are going broke. People are struggling. This guy needs to go broke again. See, down to 22. And whoever went busto was in front of me because I moved up. That's what I'm saying, guys. We're just going to sit here, let these big stacks work. When it's our time and we finally get another. We haven't had a playable hand legitimately since Ace-King suited when we doubled earlier. Like, we had Ace-Jack, that's playable, sure, for a shove spot, but that's like all we have going right now. The Ace-5, not playable, what we did. So let's just, try to ride that wave. I want to see stacks here if we're paying 18. What's stacks looking like? Where are we at? They said I was in 13th with this pathetic stack of 71, so 18th is 53. Yeah, it's all these shorties, as Buster Rhymes would say. I like that. He ain't messing around. He's for realsies. Ugh. So disciplined, they lay it down. So disciplined. Your discipline is appealing. I hope I won't be playing this hand again. Down to 21. These hands are atrocious, but what are you going to do? 'I don't know what that dude up there is doing, because as soon as the blinds hit him, he's out. Same with same with this dude. What is he gonna do? Try to fold it around and get it in against me? Because I'm calling off right here, I promise. If he tries to do this against me. Yeah, I'm definitely calling off. King Deuce suited is so fast it'll make your head spin. $20 left. Alright. That's a huge score right there. To not have to defend or do anything. Just take it. Take 35K, they said. No problem. You don't have to ask me twice, I said. And, like, if you guys are noticing how huge these pots are with what the relative chip stacks are, you just need that one hand. Every round or two, like one significant hand, because the blinds are the blinds are going up so quick that, like, that one that one pot, then if you get it 3 rounds later, it's triple, but it's like 6 minutes later. It's insane. There we go. Bury him. Wow, short stack dude made it in the money. We are, in fact, in the money. Good shit. Short stack guy with less than a big blind made it in when he was when he was just under the gun. Alright, guys, so we are in the money. Back on top of our grind like we're supposed to be here. Now, we're not satisfied with our min cash. We are going for gold. Blinds are 10, 20K. We got about 4 or 5 hands where we can get a clean, like, 50K raise and get a clean crack at it. We just need a playable hand. We haven't had one in forever. We're due. The fuck, I didn't get dealt in on the button? Well, it's fun. We'll probably outlast a few players. Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept with the chip stacks to the blinds right now and how to play and maneuver, because even, like, having to call now, like, having to call 30K all in at 10-20, like 10K off that 47K in the big blind is so significant. If you lose that pot, like, it's huge at this point because no one has blinds. Every chip is becoming more and more valuable as these blinds go up. As far as every, like, half blind you could save, every super significant. Down to 17 already. They're not shy. They're getting it in here. I mean, I've got 3 and a 5/8 big blinds. I like it. Say I won't be pushed around, but not a good hand. Definitely going to keep my volume on, whether I'm live streaming or just chatting with you guys on the recording. This has made me play a more skillful game talking about the hands, because I've definitely been playing loose and stupid the last few days, just gambling and being stupid. We could, but that 218 make me uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna let it float. Yeah, there was no fold in him. Close. Well, we finally get another playable hand. And obviously in this tournament, playable means all your chips. I'm not gonna like it if one of them shoves, but Like, dude, there's 2 tables. You're tanking against us at this point. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, we got action. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you get the full double right there, boys. Chip lead to this table now. Let's see here. What would you guys at home do? I think I'm gonna fold. How would you ever fold with 35k left? Like, what are you doing, sir, if you fold here? All of your chips are invested, sir. Like, just call, and like, it's probably a 60-40 coin flip. He probably has 2 high cards to your 2 shit cards. I don't know what to do with this. Shit. That's why you don't play King Jack. Or A7. I would have enjoyed that to be a winning pot. Seven, 8. Yeah. Open for 120. That's badly. There we go. Thank God, because I was about to do something ignorant. Shit, I need more than that. Half your buddies invested again, fool. I'd prefer it that way. Good, let him stack up. Damn. I really wanted that to be my hand. Call. Ah, good. Fuck yes. Alright, so there we got us a final. What's our time? We're at an hour and a half. Yeah, we'll just run this one straight through. I don't think this is going to take that long. Oof. Oof. So now I have 400,000. Yeah, that's what the smiley thing was for. Guys, I'm not sure we're ever going to see another hand of this thing, but I'm not going to be stupid enough to fold off half my chips when the time comes. You can bet when I put my first 50 in, the rest of it's following right behind. Let's try to level up here. How bad y'all want some chips? Nobody wants the chips, they want to level up too. Come on, 400k, do it back to him. Nice. Lean on him, yeah. Good no push. With queen 4 offsuit. I gotta do it here. I appreciate it, I guess. 3. Fuck yes. That's 2 times we've had to push with weak aces in this tournament, and it's 2 times we've got lucky. We had a world of outs there, though. Straight flush draw and such. Alright, let's start the climb now. What's this guy gonna do with only 3 bigs behind? Got the diamond and the ace. And the diamond. It's gonna do it. Wow, action at this table. There we go. Not very nice, sir. We'll worry about that if we need to. Thank you. I really didn't want to have to do it, so I appreciate that. How about both y'all big stacks call and we get this down to 3-handed? I'm going for it. Oh boy, we've got action. That's what I'm talking about. How about you let me drag that for 510K? That's awesome. Hope y'all are enjoying this shit at home still. Call him 6. Fuck yes. 3-handed, here we go. We're going to play for all of it. Whew! That's what I'm talking about. Give me a Billy. I'll go ahead and play it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go heads up. Lead on it. Oh, we're going to lean. Now you can have it. Waiting for a better spot. Shame on you checking a 9 or a 10 on the flop, dickhead. Keep stealing it from me. I'm proud of you. I'm not a great heads-up player, but I'd like to think in a turbo situation like this I can get the job done. You got over 1 million. No, you don't. I'm not going to let you have over 1 million because I'm going to pick up a monster here. Alright. Monster. Worst hand. Heads up. Ever. That's fine. You can have a chip lead because when I hit you, I'm going to hit you for about 900K. Good lord, man. Come on. Bad decision. Just wanted to flop a pair. Alright, now it's jam time. Now I'm going to show you. I want to get you riled up. Yeah, why not? King high is pretty good. Ah, fuck. Good hand. Good hit, bro. Good hit. Alright, guys. Up 63 for the night. Or for that tournament. And I hope you enjoyed it. We out.